They'd be like, Meghan Markle's uncle's son, Johnny, didn't pay his bills. She doesn't even know him.
And they're with the children, right? So of course I turned to H, and H had said yes, but as an American, Pardon me?
Here we see Meghan's father posing for photo. Ah, you cut me again. Oh no, you have cut me. Ah.
Oh my god. Beyonce just texted me. I can't believe she knows who I am.
They're taking a sabbatical? From what? Helping their grandma pick out hats? Get the f out of here, man. How are you gonna take a break from being royalty? What are you doing? This is like the weirdest thing. Oh, just have to take a break. Too many people serve their guys. That's too much.
Won't need these anymore. Can crowns go in the recycling bin?
It lands like a champagne cork ricocheting off the palace walls. One tossed-off question about tossing a royal crown in the blue bin, and suddenly Hollywood's laugh track roars to life. The Sussex Fresh Start was supposed to feel breezy and Californian, but every late-night comic in town smells something richer than incense, pure uncut irony. They pounce, splicing that recycling quip into highlight reels, looping it until even die-hard monarchists clutch their sides. Gone are the marble corridors and footmen with silver trays. In their place stands an ex-prince blinking in fluorescent kitchen light, unsure whether heirloom headgear counts as aluminum or glass. The moment is so absurd, so weirdly intimate, that a hush sweeps across studio audiences right before the first savage punchline slams down.
Well, good news. Meghan's already got herself a job.
Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, is reportedly working on a deal to record a voiceover for Disney.
Trevor's voice cracks with mock sympathy as he reminds millions that Meghan already hustled a Disney deal. No coronation carriage needed, just a quick chinwag with the mouse's chief at a red carpet premiere. Voiceover royalty, the monologue writers hiss, while graphics teams flash cartoon meerkats bowing. The monarchy, once able to barter provinces and priceless art, now scrambles for SAG-AFTRA day rates. It is a pivot so jaw-dropping that late-night legends call dibs on the metaphorical mic before the credits roll.
If I want to play polo in my living room, who's gonna stop me?
Stop that.
Right away, Megs.
Harry tries to laugh it off, polo mallets clacking against the living room chandelier, a ginger whirlwind in socked feet. But comedy's truth serum spares no one. In the city of dreams, every top-shelf late show host sees a headline-ready farce. Prince trades polo pony for IKEA rug. The delivery is merciless, the audience howling as Harry's stiff upper lip upbringing collides with California casual.
You gotta admit, the monarchy has fallen off, right?
The monarchy has officially fallen off. Trevor deadpans, and the crowd, half tourists, half talent agents, erupts. Centuries of crown jewels reduced to a gig economy punchline. Burgundy for a dowry, try a cartoon warthog for a paycheck. It is brutal, hilarious, and deeply addictive television.
I'm good at collecting checks from the government. Do you have that here?
Then Harry admits he's pretty handy at collecting checks from the government, and the laugh track turns feral. Late-night pundits launch highlight montages showing him fumbling through unemployment forms, the once royal signature wobbling like a toddler's crayon scribble. Viewers across America nearly spit out their oat milk lattes. This is relatability weaponized, an aristocrat cozying up to bureaucracy, thinking it might give him the same monthly stipend Granny once did. 60 seconds into the spectacle, and every comedy titan from Hollywood Boulevard to the Sunset Strip can smell a multi-segment feast. Because if the Sussexes' brand new life starts with crown recycling and ends with a mouse-eared audition reel, what jaw-dropping twist lies just beyond the next punchline? But that was only the beginning.
I can fly an Apache tank-killing helicopter.
The late-night vultures circle the Sussex resume, the moment Harry brags about piloting an Apache helicopter built to obliterate armored beasts. In royal memoirs, that line might land as heroics. On Hollywood sound stages, it detonates as pure absurdity. Imagine pitching that to human resources at a strip mall job fair. Special skill tank slayer. Studio audiences howl, and showrunners cue graphic overlays of cartoon princes dive-bombing minivans. The gulf between battlefield swagger and entry-level mundanity is a comedic canyon, and every punchline finds its echo inside.
Who's ready for a photo with Hitler? Anybody? How about Hitler and Pikachu?
Yet the job hunt saga dives deeper into lunacy. Once Harry struts down Hollywood Boulevard dressed as history's worst villain, mashed with a yellow anime rodent. Anybody want a photo with Hitler and Pikachu? He chirps, plastic mustache wobbling. By dawn, every monologue desk lamp flickers alive. Scandal, satire, and straight-up disbelief. Gifted writers cannot invent material this unhinged, so they merely replay the clip, crank the laugh track, and let the cringe breathe.
Come on, baby, do the thing. Hakuna Matata, do the thing.
Trevor Noah splices in the Lion King premiere footage, mugging as he reenacts Harry's sales pitch to the Disney boss. Come on, baby, do the thing. Hakuna Matata, do the thing. The crowd roars. It is the ultimate spousal assist, yet it reeks of desperation big enough to perfume the entire Sunset Strip. Comedians christen Harry the world's poshest talent agent, willing to trade a dukedom for a day's recording session in a padded booth.
And I guess now I'm qualified for this. Unemployment!
But nothing earns longer applause than the confession that His Royal Highness now draws unemployment. The words thunk like a kettle drum. Now I'm on unemployment. Hosts tilt their heads, eyes wide, as if hearing an alien dialect. Viewers across late-night America spit iced matcha all over throw pillows. The prince who once inspected regiments now queues for benefits behind skateboarders and aspiring screenwriters. Punchlines keep flying. Next week he'll master the art of coupon clipping. Just wait.
You know, it's so funny that you say playing the part of a delusional made-up princess. I am a delusional made-up princess.
Hovering above it all floats Meghan's unshakable proclamation. I am a delusional made-up princess. Comics adore this soundbite. They slam it side by side with Harry's street performer shtick, painting a technicolor tableau of royal cosplay gone haywire. Every joke leans on that single dazzling irony. The Sussexes fled protocol chasing authenticity, only to tumble into the most theatrical existence on the planet. If trading Buckingham's marble for Beverly Hills asphalt already looks this bonkers, buckle up because Meghan's shimmering lifestyle empire is about to ooze into the spotlight, promising salvation in a tube of scented sludge. And that is where the roast gets delicious.
Meg-goo, celebrating the sexy earth goddess in all of us.
The late-night faithful nearly choke on their desk-side coffee mugs when Meghan purrs that she has solved a crisis nobody asked about: dry, chafed ankles. Enter Meg-goo, an ointment so self-confident it practically sashes out of the tube. Studio audiences shriek, hosts brandish prop jars, pretending to rub royal serum on their elbows while snickering that Buckingham may soon charge rent for skin cells. The joke writes itself. Boston Tea Party meet Beverly Hills Goo Party, an absurd rebrand that screams, I left the palace but kept the price tag. Comics seize on the hard sell, and overnight the phrase ankle serum becomes shorthand for any overhyped celeb side hustle.
Oh my gosh, I just got a message from Beyonce.
Your phone didn't even ping.
No, silly, telepathically.
Oh.
She said, I'm amazing and I should keep nailing it in this interview.
Then comes the stunner. During a podcast fluff piece, Meghan claims she just received a telepathic pep talk from Beyonce. Talk about bold marketing. Monologue writers vault from ankle goo to mind-melded Queen Bey in under 10 seconds, calling it the most ambitious crossover since aliens met cowboys. They roll the clip, freeze on Meghan's serene smile, and overlay a thought bubble reading, Goop who? Laughter ricochets across the neon skyline. After all, if psychic stands can bless a brand, who needs venture capital?
And it's got to be all about me, but not seem like it's all about me.
But the genius, if you can call it that, lurks in her next confession. Every launch must be all about me, but not seem like it. Comics replay the line on loop, adding laugh track thunderbolts. Crowds roar as hosts translate. She wants spotlight calories with zero ego carbs. The hypocrisy is so juicy that talk show writers pen an entire sketch featuring Meghan tossing confetti made of her own headshots while chanting, invisible, but make it obvious. Even die-hard Sussex supporters groan in secondhand embarrassment.
And now it's like, my wife actually does a pretty good Timon. You should hear her.
Trevor Noah revives his Lion King punchline, riffing that if Harry can hustle voiceovers, maybe Meg Goo could snag a cross promo. Hakuna Matata, hydrate your data. The audience explodes. In one swipe, he ties Disney nepotism to lotion lore, and the Sussex brand feels wobblier than a stilettos on sand gala. Rumor mills churn. Insiders allege production companies now pitch infomercials disguised as documentaries. Hollywood smells both disaster and ratings gold.
What's your favorite thing to do after a long day?
Probably something normal, like making homemade pasta. I'm just normal Meg.
Yet Meghan insists she is just normal Meg, making homemade pasta. The contrast is comedic dynamite. Late-night editors cut from slow-motion drone shots of her Montecito chicken coop to a stock clip of someone kneading dough in a Manhattan studio apartment the size of her walk-in closet. Jaws drop, then laughter floods in. How can a duchess turned Silicon Valley aspirant call herself ordinary while trademarking positivity? Viewers cling to the absurdity like Velcro because deep down everyone loves a royal train wreck they can sprinkle with Parmesan. And if you think slathering ankle goo on Hollywood's elite is awkward, wait until you see how a birthday party for a mysteriously one-again baby spirals into missing kid mayhem, because that viral fiasco is coming up next, and the punchlines are dripping with frosting.
Good news, son. You're turning one again. He already hates his dad. That's a Windsor for you.
The humble brag birthday bash begins with a twist worthy of a sitcom cold open. Harry grins and announces, "Good news, son, you're turning 1 again." Studios everywhere nearly short-circuit from laughter. Overnight, talk show editors layer confetti animations over that single line, then flash the on-screen chyron. AG is just a brand positioning. Archie's do-over birthday becomes the ultimate Hollywood note. If the calendar doesn't fit the narrative, round it down until it sparkles.
Daddy's coming!
Chaos mushrooms faster than you can say royal nursery. While Meghan works the room, Harry discovers the playpen empty and barrels through Venice-priced floral arrangements, screeching, "Daddy's coming." Late-night hosts slow-mo that frantic yell, add clown horn sound effects, and ask the audience to locate the missing toddler like a warped episode of Where's Waldo. Each gag lands harder than the last because the optics are brutal. An influencer-branded mommy lifestyle gala somehow loses track of the literal baby.
Oh, look what you made me do. Look what you just...
Then, as frosting drips off balloon garlands, Meghan steps on a toy xylophone muttering, "Look what you made me do. Look what you just made me do." Cue seismic screams from studio audiences. Writers pounce, dubbing her the Taylor Swift of self-pity. Every hiccup becomes someone else's verse in her pity song. Punchlines fly. Next remix drops whenever the nanny quits. Even sympathetic viewers can't ignore the comedic gold of a duchess blaming gravity for her slip-ups.
I like to surprise Has with is I cut out pictures of my face and I stick them over pictures of his mother's face.
But the birthday fiasco still hides a darker laugh. Meghan confides that she cuts out pictures of my face and sticks them over pictures of his mother's face, a reveal so unsettling that comics hit pause then double down. The mask imagery spooks crowds into nervous giggles. Hosts riff that the only thing scarier than losing your kid at a party is discovering every family portrait has been face-offed by your spouse. It is cringe with a capital crown.
I just ask Siri to find positive, supportive reviews about my work.
And just when you think it cannot get more unfiltered, Siri enters stage left. Meghan brags she has her digital assistant scour the web for positive, supportive reviews because she refuses to read criticism. Comics immediately reenact the bit, shouting into phones, "Hey Siri, erase my Yelp." The house band vamps a rim shot. Audiences wheeze. No punch is pulled. The takeaway is crystal. Accountability slides off this brand like frosting off a warm sheet cake. One viral birthday, one missing kid, one Siri-filtered ego trip, and Hollywood's roast masters still smell fresh meat. Because the next show-stopping fiasco drags in Elton John, Bernie Taupin, and a cursed swan song that proves you can flee Buckingham, but you cannot outrun bad karaoke.
It's about a beautiful young swan, but no one treats her like the beautiful swan she is until season 2, when everyone apologizes to her.
Hollywood practically short-circuits when producers gush about a beautiful young swan no one treats like the beautiful swan she is, until season 2. The line flutters across late-night airwaves like confetti, and within hours every comic is pecking at it. They roll the clip, freeze on Meghan's triumphant grin, and ask whether the swan's agent also negotiated back-end points. Audiences howl, picturing storyboards where feathers double as metaphors for victimhood. It is pure catnip, a streaming pitch so syrupy even soap opera writers blush.
Oh, Hakuna Matata! There's the old chemistry.
But the pitch session derails the instant Elton John blurts Hakuna my tartar. That single groan-worthy pun detonates across talk show monologues. Hosts mimic Elton clutching imaginary pearls while Meghan's eyes glaze over like iced pastries. The riff becomes an instant catchphrase, trending on social, stamped on novelty tees. Viewers cannot decide what is wilder, the seafood meets Serengeti wordplay, or the fact that billion-dollar egos are duking it out over children's TV lyrics.
I'll write the whole song with no K's in it at all.
Actually, the swan's name is Swagan Swako.
Then Bernie Taupin storms off, declaring he will write the whole song with no K's in it. Cue comedic fireworks. Nightly programs flash dictionary graphics, showing that nearly every upbeat syllable in pop music relies on that consonant. They dare Bernie to rhyme swan with on for 4 straight minutes, then cut to archival footage of him banging a piano in frustration. The gag lands because it distills artistic pride into a playground squabble, except the sandbox is lined with platinum records and personalized champagne.
He lured me over with the promise of Chablis. Oh, then he locked the door until I wrote this song. What the hell is this?
Yet the punchline nobody tops is Harry admitting he locked Bernie in the wine cellar until he wrote this song. Studio audiences gasp, then erupt. Hosts riff that detaining a legendary lyricist for creative ransom is either method producing or a felony. They pantomime Harry lugging cases of Chardonnay while sliding sheets of chord progressions under a cellar door, begging for a chorus. The imagery is so outrageous even loyal fans wince through giggles. Royal protocol meet rock and roll hostage crisis.
No, because back in the day it used to be like, if you marry my daughter, I'll give you Burgundy.
Trevor Noah swoops in for the callback kill, reminding viewers that back in the day, you got burgundy for a dowry, now you beg for voiceovers. The juxtaposition is lethal. In less than 60 seconds, he ties medieval marriage negotiations to 21st century brand scrambling, proving that the Sussex fairy tale has morphed into a boardroom farce. Laughter ricochets, hashtags bloom, the roast is officially scorched on both sides. By the time the late-night credits roll, the swan has molted, Elton has fled, Bernie has uncorked escape champagne, and Megan's once shimmering theme song lies in tatters of consonant-free confetti. But brace yourselves, because the Sussex wellness crusade is about to pivot from music to mental health, and the tears, we are told, are flowing on command.
I'm such an advocate for being healthy and being mental.
The very instant Megan chirps that she is such an advocate for being healthy and being mental, every late-night host pauses, double takes, and then wham, lets the studio laughter detonate like fireworks over Malibu. It is the kind of line comedians dream about, earnest, oblivious, and deliciously ironic. They flash it on jumbo screens, toss rainbow wellness graphics around her face, and ask if the Duchess will soon trademark the phrase feelings but make them fashion.
He's honestly gotten so much better with his emotions. Sometimes I'll just go to Harry and hug him and, he'll just start to silently cry.
But the real comedic jackpot arrives when Megan boasts that sometimes she hugs Harry and he will just start to silently cry. You can practically hear the writer's room pencils snap from excitement. Monologues morph the clip into a slow-mo montage. Harry sobbing, Megan beaming, underscored by a syrupy sax riff. The punchline never misses. In Montecito, even tears are curated, scheduled between brand strategy calls and mindfulness photo ops. Audiences cackle, half pitying the prince, half wondering if his tear ducts charge by the streaming minute.
If somebody asks if they can have time away to visit their dying grandmother, that's negative energy you don't need around you, so setting boundaries is essential.
Then Megan lays down her boundary gospel. If someone wants time away to visit their dying grandmother, that is negative energy she simply does not need. Gasps swirl through viewers at home while comics whip out fake energy detox crystals the size of footballs. The bit lands brutally, especially when a host deadpans that Buckingham Palace was apparently the world's most toxic retirement home. Crowd uproar. Hashtags light up, questioning whether compassion is only commendable when it fits the mood board.
Now I'm a regular Yankee geezer.
Meanwhile, Harry declares, "Now I'm a regular Yankee geezer," and the late-night circuit erupts anew. One minute he is wielding state swords, the next he is struggling with subway turnstiles and pronouncing aluminum the American way. Sketch comedians throw him into skits where he misreads parking meters and mistakes food truck empanadas for coronation canapes. The transformation is comic gold because it is so plain to see. No matter how many rugby trophies you polish, culture shock still slaps.
You gotta admit, the monarchy has fallen off, right?
Trevor Noah then reprises his killer line that the monarchy has fallen off, weaving it into a fresh riff about royal therapy apps that charge extra for dragon-slaying trauma. The callback scorches. Viewers double over, realizing every new confession only deepens the chasm between palace gravitas and Hollywood hustle. Meghan and Harry have become walking punchlines in their own reality show, and the season finale is nowhere in sight. But hold that breath, because the biggest meltdown is still cooling on the marble countertop. Meghan's plan to own empathy itself, quite literally, runs headfirst into a trademark office brick wall, and the fallout is the stuff late-night legends long for.
And what's been the biggest shock since leaving?
There was one particular tough day. I remember crying. It felt like everything was going wrong. I had just been told that I couldn't trademark the word empathy. The world was against me.
It starts with a scented candle and ends in a bureaucratic bonfire. The minute Meghan wails that she couldn't trademark the word empathy, every comedy writer worth their punch card vaults to DEFCON 1. The image is too sublime. A duchess in designer loungewear, incense curling through a Montecito villa, frantically Googling how to copyright compassion. By nightfall, late-night sets glow neon as hosts brandish faux patent certificates, empathy, coming soon to a merch drop near you. Audience laughter rattles sound stages from Burbank to Manhattan.
Meg-goo ankle serum. Are your ankles dry and chafed from athleisure pants? No more.
Yet Meghan doubles down, reminding followers that every guest at her last soiree received Mega-Goo ankle serum in the gift bag. Monologue desks quake. Comics hold up tiny jars labeled sympathy scrub, riffing that the next step is monetizing forgiveness exfoliant and guilt-free face masks. The hypocrisy is irresistible. Preach benevolence, hawk balm. Sketch troops churn out spoof infomercials before sunrise.
The final straw was when the palace told me that I couldn't brand myself independently and live off taxpayer money.
More fuel spills when Meghan gripes that the palace wouldn't let her live off taxpayer money while branding herself independently. Late-night cameras zoom on hosts' raised brows. Punchlines fly. This just in. Someone tried to put public funds on layaway. Crowds thunder. It is aristocratic entitlement wrapped in a self-help blanket, and spectators munch popcorn like it's blockbuster season.
No, because back in the day, it used to be like, if you marry my daughter, I'll give you Burgundy.
Trevor Noah dives back in, comparing old-world dowries of Burgundy wine to Harry's modern hustle for Disney voiceover scraps. The side-by-side montage slays. Medieval barons swapping provinces versus a ginger prince pitching Hakuna Matata for hazard pay. The audience loses it, chanting faux royal slogans about synergy and brand alignment. In under a minute, 500 years of monarchical mystique collapses into a LinkedIn cold call.
I won't say who said it. And then the Queen said, I hope it's not too black.
Then icing on the cringe cake, Meghan recalls the Queen hoping coffee wouldn't be too black. Gasps, groans, explosive guffaws. Comics pair the anecdote with Meghan's empathy trademark quest, arguing she could package the awkwardness as latte white neutralizer. Crowd hysteria peaks. Even sympathetic viewers squirm at the unfiltered family drags played for moral mileage. By close of segment, the Sussex brand looks shakier than a Jenga tower in an earthquake. Empathy can't be copyrighted, ankle goo can't mend public perception, and taxpayer perks don't cover California mortgage rates. But don't exhale yet, because next, Meghan's drone-filmed rescue chickens swoop into frame, and late-night legends are already sharpening beaks for the biggest barnyard roast of the year.
They're actually rescue chickens.
Nothing screams regular Montecito mom like rescue chickens filmed by drone, gliding through sun-flared B-roll while a duchess whispers wellness mantras. Late-night hosts gleefully replay the footage in poultry slow motion, clucking along as Meghan explains the birds were saved from a fate worse than free range, namely being eaten for pleasure. The punchline kills every time. Saving livestock only to serve them for dinner is like rescuing a vintage gown so you can spill Merlot on it later. Studio audiences erupt, picturing a palace-sized rotisserie hidden behind the organic herb garden.
Anyone who does know me knows I talk to real people all the time. My driver, my makeup artist, my kids, just nameless, everyday people. Literally, just this morning, I was talking to my makeup artist cousin.
Meghan then brags about bonding with nameless everyday people like her makeup artist cousin, whom she promptly nicknames D for decaf latte. Comics pounce, dubbing her the queen of first-name amnesia. One host whips out a plastic tiara labeled "Hello, I'm someone," proposing it be required attire for any civilian entering Meghan's orbit. The riff lands because the disconnect is so stark. Preach humility, forget the help's name. It is royal comedy gold, and the crowd savors every awkward sip.
Any luck getting a job?
Oh, they had me driving for Uber Eats. But there were too many damn rules. Don't touch the food, don't taste the food, drive on the road.
Meanwhile, Harry's own stab at humility crashes and burns as he confesses to flunking the basic drive on the road rule while moonlighting for Uber Eats. Talk show graphics transform a royal crest into a delivery badge, then flash aerial shots of a scooter barreling down a Hollywood sidewalk. Audience laughter crescendos. The Duke who once inspected Buckingham Guards now battles traffic cones and lukewarm pad thai.
Well, the costume thing went okay, but not great. Somebody gave me $20.
For a single picture?
Yeah, to stay out of a single picture.
Even better, Harry admits someone paid him $20 to stay out of a single picture. Comedians crown it the most lucrative Sussex gig yet, anti-cameos. Sketch writers imagine a new side hustle where tourists tip royals to photobomb their rivals' selfies, proof that even in exile, the monarchy finds fresh ways to monetize absence.
Come on, baby, do the thing. Hakuna Matata, do the thing.
Trevor Noah resurfaces to stitch it all together, mimicking Harry begging tourists, Hakuna Matata, hire me not to be in your shot. The callback slays. Viewers roar because every thread from rescue hens to pay not to pose feels like a giant cosmic meme titled "When Privilege Cosplays Relatable." By the end of the segment, Meghan's chickens have clucked their last sympathy note, and Harry's rideshare dreams lie scattered with spilled Thai curry. But the roast is far from over because Meghan's one-woman Suits reboot is waiting in the wings, promising Oscar fantasies, courtroom cosplay, and a self-written acceptance speech that may just break the laugh meter.
I'll be continuing my career, developing shows. My next show I'm going to do is a reboot of Suits where I play every character.
The camera zooms in on Meghan's dazzling grin as she proclaims she will be continuing my career, and late-night writers leap up like gamblers spotting a loose slot machine. For them, this is jackpot fuel, especially when she clarifies that her next masterstroke is herself. Every role, every line, all Meghan, all the time, hosts cue laugh tracks that swell into a wave, already envisioning courtroom scenes where the judge, the bailiff, and the stenographer all sport the exact same dimples.
I play every character.
She doubles down. I play every character. Studio audiences practically ascend. Sketch shows immediately spoof promo posters with a single face cloned in a dozen wigs. Rachel the paralegal, Rachel the janitor, Rachel the security guard, because why branch out when duplication boosts brand recognition? Comedians point out that even Eddie Murphy drew the line at clumping family dinners. Meghan plans to litigate her own imaginary lawsuits solo. The joke writes itself, scrawled in royal fountain pen ink and pure audacity.
Brilliant! You're a genius at sauces and ointments.
And because no Meghan moment is complete without holistic hustle, she sprinkles a Meg Goo callback, promising bonus ankle serum in every collector's edition Blu-ray. Talk show hosts spit take at the synergy. They jab that the director's cut will feature an extended moisturization montage set in the evidence room. The crowd wheezes. By now, any product tie-in feels plausible. Objection sustained, now dab that heel.
Winning the Oscar at the awards ceremony in a beautiful gown, giving my acceptance speech.
Then comes the Oscar fantasy. Meghan floats across imaginary velvet, clutching a gold statue as she thanks herself for believing in her while she believed in her believing in herself. Monologue writers transform that tongue twister into an instant chant. One host reenacts the speech beneath raining confetti, each thank you ricocheting back to Meghan like a boomerang. The absurdity lands so hard that even the band's drummer shakes his head, whispering, "Academy, start engraving the self-portrait."
Oh, that's called unemployment. To get it, you have to have an actual job first.
Cut to Harry trudging up the Montecito driveway, unemployment papers flapping in the breeze. The visual contrast is deadly comic. Meghan rehearses an acceptance speech for a movie she has not filmed while Harry wonders whether job seeker benefits cover acting classes for his wife's 36 clone roles. Late-night editors split-screen their realities, plastering the word synergy in glitter fonts. Viewers roar because the gulf between ambition and circumstance has never looked wider or funnier. 500 words in and Hollywood's roast still simmers. All eyes pivot to the grand finale, where comedy titans will fuse Pikachu cosplay, telepathic Beyoncé approvals, and a royal brand dangling by a frayed coronet thread. But that explosive last laugh is moments away.
Who's ready for a photo with Hitler?
The roast royale ignites the moment Harry's voice echoes across every late-night stage. Anybody want a photo with Hitler and Pikachu? Studio spotlights swivel, laughter detonates, and the Sussex brand enters pop culture mythology as the strangest crossover since peanut butter met caviar. Comics replay the clip until audiences wheeze, then crown it the supreme meme proof that when royal gravitas collides with Walk of Fame cosplay, absurdity wins by knockout.
Well, good news, Meghan's already got herself a job.
Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, is reportedly working on a deal to record a voiceover for Disney.
Next comes the Disney voiceover hustle, projected on jumbotrons like a Hollywood cautionary tale. Hosts mimic Harry nudging the Mouse House Titan, pleading for a part in the kingdom of cartoon meerkats. The crowd howls because the optics are priceless. Centuries of crown-forging lineage distilled into a red carpet networking scramble. Writers joke that Buckingham should add LinkedIn badges to its coat of arms right beside the rampant lions.
You gotta admit, the monarchy has fallen off, right?
Trevor's killer line, "The monarchy has fallen off," returns for a victory lap, now laced with drum rolls and confetti cannons. It lands even harder in the finale, painting the Sussex saga as a royal balloon slowly deflating over the Hollywood hills. Audiences chant along, waving cardboard crowns like rally signs. Late-night legends savor the chant's rhythm, stamping the downfall into comedy canon.
Hazawaza keeps saying that I have charisma, but I just think I'm relatable.
But Meghan tries a last-ditch save, insisting, "I just think I'm relatable." Laughter ricochets off studio rafters. Hosts flash side-by-side montages, drone-shot rescue chickens, ankle serum unboxings, and that telepathic Beyoncé thumbs up. The relatability claim wilts faster than supermarket roses, and viewers roar as comics dub her Queen of the Humble Brag. The punchline is lethal because it finally crystallizes the tension. Two people chasing normalcy while surfing a tsunami of spotlight. Then, like a glitter bomb curtain call, the Angela Merkel come full circle Oscar song blares. Screen graphics trumpet an imaginary Academy win, Bernie and Elton embracing beneath a fake stained glass banner of German chancellors. The gag slams shut the Sussex Variety Hour with one last power chord, reminding everyone that in this story, even side characters steal the spotlight while the main act scrambles for script pages. So there you have it. 10 rounds of savage late-night haymakers, one runaway crown, and a brand identity that now wears more bandages than Buckingham's guardhouse. Are the Sussexes savvy pioneers rewriting fame, or the punchline that keeps on giving? Drop your thoughts below, like, subscribe, and stay tuned. The next video is waiting, and you won't believe what's coming next.